What's up, everybody? It's Greg Birch with Delta Financial, and this is the Be the Difference podcast. This podcast is all about making you a better person in your life, in your business, through sales, leadership, mindset, marketing, everything under the sun when it comes to being an entrepreneur. Today, I've got a very special podcast for all of you. I'm going to talk about sales and leadership because when you look at sales and leadership and the strategies that you can apply to both of them, they're parallel. They go hand in hand because it's all about just influence. It's influencing people to buy either a concept or a product. It doesn't matter, but it's hand in hand. Today, we're going to talk about being intentional in your sales. Being intentional. What does that mean? I'll tell you, when I first started, I was good. When I started to get good, right? When I started to actually sell a lot, I cared a lot about making the sale. Let's be real. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. That's normal to do, but I didn't have as many sales as I wanted to. And it's because my intentionality was present in my actions. Okay. They can tell. And believe me, your clients, they're not dumb people, by the way. Okay. They may not be as educated. They may not, they may talk with a Southern drawl, and they may be, it depends on where you're selling, but they're not stupid. And every human being has the ability to determine when somebody's telling them something in order to sell them, in order to basically get what you want, and you're not serving. And I would sell, and I was selling at a pretty good rate, but I wasn't selling at my capacity. I wasn't selling at my potential because I cared more about me selling, and I cared more about selling one specific product because it served me. It was better commission, it was faster commission, and it wasn't what was best for the client in that moment in time. And I made a lot of mistakes doing that. And it wasn't until I realized that people don't care about anything else. They don't care about who you are, what you know, what the product is. They care more about you providing them an exceptional service, you being intentional towards them. And there's a quote by Rory Vaden that I love. It's my favorite quote. I teach this to my agents all the time. And the quote is, "It's hard to be nervous when your heart's on service." If you truly have a service-minded heart, if you truly want to put people in the best position possible, whether that's with your product or somebody else's product that you don't have access to, but you know about, then I promise you, you're going to win every single time. I promise you that people are going to respect you, and they're going to want to do business with you in another way. I promise you that. And if you're just trying to sell them just to make a commission, it doesn't matter to you what the product is, you're selling the same exact product because you're being told to do that, they're going to be able to tell that too. And you're going to miss out on sales. And then you're going to get told by your upline, well, it's just a numbers game. Sales is a numbers game. I can tell you right now that my closing ratio is 90%. 90% of people I sit with, I close. And it's because I take the time to understand them. I ask good questions. I find out their problems, and then I position the problems towards the product as a solution. And then I find the best product that will fit them. And that's the best product that I know of at the time. Sometimes I find a better product in the future, and then I call them and I do secondary follow-up business. That's what it's about. It's about putting them in the best position possible while also learning other sales techniques and tactics, which I've taught before. I teach a lot on my Instagram channel. So if you want to go there, go check out my Instagram. It's Gregory A. Birch _ I was just on the screen earlier. Go there for more tips, tactics, tricks that I put out on Reels almost daily, almost every single day, Monday through Sunday. So I talk about these sales tactics. And this applies to sales, but it also applies to leadership. Think about, and I'm going to use insurance, obviously, because that's what I'm versed in. Think about as an insurance agent, if you have an upline that's only telling you, just use this product, just buy more leads, just do this, just do that, just do that. And they're just trying to get you to sell. And you know that they don't really care about making you better. They just want you to sell so they can make a commission off of you. What happens? Intrinsically, within yourself, subconsciously, you know that they're just feeding you some bullshit. You know they are, which is why you're dragging your feet and why you're hesitant to move forward and why you have issues with buying the leads or getting on the phones and doing these things, because you don't feel that they have your best, the best for you in mind. They don't care about you. You're a number to them because they're recruiting 15, 20, 30 more people every single week. So you're just a number, you're a cog in the wheel, and they're just like, hey, either you do it or you don't, but we're not going to really, hey, go watch these videos, go do this, go do that, go do the other. And that's how a lot of companies are. And I understand that. It sucks. It shouldn't be that way. But this applies for leadership as well. And if you honestly said, dude, I care about my agents. I care as a leader about the people that I'm helping and I'm serving, and I want to put them in the best position possible. I can guarantee you that your actions probably are not in line with that. If you're doing the same actions that I just mentioned earlier, they're not in line with that. You may say that you care, but they're not in line. Leadership takes time. It takes energy. It takes you actually answering every phone call and every text and coaching and mentoring and inspiring. Leadership is you getting them to do something that they would not normally do without you there. Inspiring them to action that they would not do without you there. And I can do another podcast on leadership about this, but this is the same. I mean, the same thing as sales. A lot of these people we sit with have not bought insurance, and they've been hesitant to buy insurance. They know they need it, but they haven't bought it. So what are you doing? You're inspiring them to do something. You're inspiring them to buy this insurance that's going to protect their family when the worst day happens. And you're inspiring them to do something that they've not normally done. And that's why you get paid the big bucks. That's why we get paid what we get paid. Because it takes time. It takes care. It takes a heart of service. And your intentions can be read easily. So the next time you want to sit there and think, oh, my sales, my ratios suck. Oh, I'm not setting a lot of appointments. Look at how you're speaking on the phone. I can give you the same exact script that I use, but if your intentionality is all messed up, if it's in the wrong place, if you're just like trying to set appointments just to get more sales, and you're not trying to actually learn about these people or build rapport or provide the best possible service, exceptional service, to where they're like, dude, that's the best experience I've ever had. I promise you, you're not going to beat me. You're not going to beat me on the phone. That energy can be felt. It's almost like a magnet, right? If you have a negative energy, you're going to attract negativity. People are going to feel it. If you have positivity, you're going to attract positivity, but you're going to repel that negativity. If you're negative, you're going to repel the positivity. You got to reframe your minds. You have to have the right intentions. When I started changing my model from selling as much as I could because it served me and it made me look like a better salesman, and I cared more about putting people in the best position possible and finding ways that I could serve people better, you know what happened? I started getting more referrals. My sales ratios skyrocketed. I started breaking records. That wasn't by accident. I can promise you this: if you got the right mindset going into it and you always have a heart of service, you're always going to do well, and you're going to attract the right people. If you got anything from this, if you learned anything, if it helped change your perspective or maybe helped you think a different way, then that means you got value. So, and I love that you're getting value from this content. I absolutely do. And I love giving this content for free to all of you because I want to make every one of you the best version of yourselves. All I ask is that you share this content so that we can help more people as a community. We can grow as a community. And that's why I don't put any ads on here. That's why I do it all word of mouth, is in order to help serve all of you. So let's go out there. Let's try to be the difference in another person's life just by introducing the content that can help them to be better. As always, I'm your host, Greg Birch, with the Be the Difference